Hey, booze. Hey, welcome back to your girls channel. We got a man of God and we got a pastor in court and they going at it with each other. You won't believe why. Pastors be pastoring, so you just might be able to figure out why. But it gets juicier than you think. So let's get into it.
You say he had inappropriate relations with your wife. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Please explain.
I have been a member of the church where the pastor, Marcus Hayton,
Pastor? Oh.
for the past 7 years. I met the love of my life there. And I knew once we met that Marcus would be the one to officiate our wedding. About 3 years into our marriage, we started having a few problems because I had some medical issues, we were struggling financially, and we both being leaders in the church decided we need to go see our pastor for counseling. Marcus suggested that we do counseling individually before we came together to do something collaborative. So we both agreed. About 3 weeks later, I did notice that she started to seem a little bit happier, better spirits. And
You thought it was working.
I thought it was working. And then a little while later, she came to me saying that she wanted to go down to Greenwood to be with her mother for the weekend. So I'm thinking, okay, baby, do what you got to do. Well, not long after that, I'm at the church going over some financial issues with the church secretary, and she hands me an invoice with my name on it for a hotel in Greenwood the same time that my wife was down there. She says Marcus gave it to her.
Wait a minute. So you found out through some church records that the church secretary gave you.
Yes, ma'am.
That your pastor had been
Yes, ma'am.
away with your wife?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hatton, what do you say to this?
Well,
You took advantage of the couple seeking counseling?
Keep it real, y'all. Tell me down below. Are y'all surprised? Or do y'all think that this is something that happens occasionally? What y'all think? I know pastors are not perfect, but you don't expect this. Like, if anything, I know they be like robbing people, trying to take extra offerings and stuff, but they came to you for counseling and you done took this man's wife. The pastors be pastoring, okay?
well, first of all, Your Honor, I want to apologize for being in your court today. I've been a pastor for 25 years serving the community. The deacon here and his wife are members of my congregation. Him and his wife came to me for counseling. Now, I do know the preacher, I do know the deacon, and he kind of has a little rigid personality. So I assume that we're going to have problems, considering the fact that we can't get
you can't
any
keep your
word-
Johnson and your Brick brothers,
we
brother.
can't get any words
Okay,
through.
Mr. Mayhorn.
Well, he wasn't wrong about that rigid personality. But I'll be rigid with your ass too. Keep your monkey ass paws off my wife.
Are you denying that you had
No,
sex
I'm
with his wife?
but there's an explanation for everything.
So you're not denying it?
I'm not.
You're admitting it?
I admit
You
it.
said there's an explanation.
There's an explanation
What could
for
that be, Pastor?
Well, I'm a pastor, but I am a man. So his wife will come into these private sessions dressing very provocatively. So yeah, she caught my attention and she was flirting with me.
She is a deaconess of the church. You've seen her
This
before
is true.
that.
This is true. This is true. And this is where it comes to my apologizing for that. Also, I would have to say that I talked to the man upstairs and I begged him to understand that I saw the wrongs in my ways and please forgive me. And knowing that I am a pastor and that he is a member of my congregation, I want to do right. So I'm here saying that I am agreeing with him in terms of that, but I'm not going, it's not him. It's his wife, Your Honor. That Jezebel is the reason I'm here.
You narcissistic, gaslighting son of a biscuit eater. Stop it.
Hold on. Mr. Mayhorn.
Is that the way you talk to your pastor?
Yeah, you damn right. That's the way I'm talking to my pastor. Because like you say, you a heterosexual man first, right? You son of a biscuit, whatever the hell he called you. I'm surprised that they ain't get into a fist fight already with the personalities that they both have. But yeah, you son of a biscuit eating fool. You need to keep your hands to yourself.
Your pastor?
You not
Well,
my
you
pastor.
talk to your friend that way.
You're not my pastor. You're not a friend.
Oh, you're a pastor, pastor.
Let's
Because
get
you do
some
not go to my
order.
congregation anymore.
Let's get some order. Let's get some order. So, Pastor Hatton,
Yes.
you are agreeing and you are admitting that you had a sexual relationship with Mr. Mayhorn's wife.
Yes, ma'am.
He is suing you for alienation of affection.
Whatever
Why
that
should
means.
you?
How can he sue me for something that I didn't do to him personally?
Your Honor,
He needs to sue his wife.
It's called alienation of
Well,
affection.
man, he needs to sue his
He
wife. I
says
didn't force her to have sex with me.
Well, but you were a party to it. Go back to how you found out about this, Mr. Mayhorn. How did you figure all this out?
I was working with the church secretary, Miss Betty Jones. She handed me an invoice showing that with my name on it. I do have it here for your records.
I'd like to see it.
Backstabber.
Miss Jones?
Can you give me all your evidence?
Church people be the craziest. They are fun. Did he just call us a backstabber? Did we hear backstabber? Church people are wicked. Y'all are some wicked, normal people, just like the rest of us, okay? I don't want to hear nothing about I'm a Christian. I can't stand religions. I'm not going to lie. I'm more of a spiritual person. All that religion shit is for the birds. Because ain't nobody fully living by their religion. So get your ass out of here with that crap.
Y'all need to be cautious out here interfering with people's relationships and marriages, but especially the marriages, because they can definitely sue you. Alienation of affection is a legal claim where a married person can sue a third party, alleging they intentionally destroyed the love and affection within their marriage. Y'all, it's not worth it. There's a million people out here in the world. Just go find your own fish.
All your evidence that you brought to court, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the hotel bill?
That's also my food delivery bill, because subsequently my wife left me. She told me she didn't want to be married with me anymore. So now I got to cook for myself. I got to clean my own house.
So you don't know how to cook and clean?
You know what? Your mama.
It's the judge allowing all of this nonsense for me. Miss Judge Lauren Lake, girl, it's her just letting them go at it for me, because most judges, Judge Judy ain't having it. Judge Judy say, shut your ass up. You gonna shut your ass up. This judge is funny because she don't give a damn about what they talk about. She said, I'm gonna just do this case, figure it out, do what we gotta do. And she is letting them bicker, and I love this. I am so here for this.
All right, do you have any evidence for me, sir?
Evidence in terms of what, ma'am?
Evidence that you bring to court to prove your case.
This is my word against. I already admitted that I had relations with his wife.
That's exactly right. But you said a Jezebel spirit? I thought you might have brought in
so we
something
can get into that.
to
We can
prove that
definitely.
you were not intentional in this. Because if you intentionally came between him and his wife, that's the basis for alienation of affection.
Well,
And now your witness is standing. I'd like to hear from her, Mr. Mayhorn. State your name for the record, ma'am.
Yes, my name is Betty Jones.
Hello, Ms. Jones. What would you like to add to this?
I would like to add that I have been the church secretary for over 25 years. Nothing comes to the church I will not see.
Okay.
So I was taken aback when this receipt came to the church, and I knew Mr. Mayhorn had not been away. The receipt was in his name, and I knew the pastor had been away.
Okay, stop. I want to understand this. You saw a receipt. Whose name was on the receipt?
The name on the receipt was Mr. Mayhorn.
Okay. So how did you come to realize that the pastor was responsible for this receipt?
Because he gave it to me.
Oh.
And I had already had an inkling that something was transpiring between the pastor and
You know, I
Mr.
can give you just
Mayhorn's
one
wife.
receipt. You are the church secretary, so you are in charge of all the receipts. And if you had any problem with anything that I did, you could have came to me. We wouldn't have been here today.
Pastor Hatton,
Yes, ma'am.
you're not giving no sermon in here, and you're definitely not yelling at no women. So bring it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am.
It was impossible for me to go to him because I had already done something amiss myself. I had been in a relationship with the pastor.
That's why he called her backstabber. That's why this is so messy. That's exactly why this is so messy. Everybody sleeping with the pastor. Everybody and their grandma sleeping with the pastor. He clearly can't keep his wrinkled little sausage in his church pants. And this is a problem because how dare you cheat on the secretary with somebody else's wife? The pastor need his head slapped. Somebody need to take their belt off and whoop his ass all up and down the pulpit. Because what are you thinking? What is your black ass thinking? You wasn't. That's right. Y'all don't think sometimes. You let that guy do it for you. And this is why your ass in court getting sued over alienation, affection. You about to pay this man because, and his wife probably still love him. His wife probably still giving him affection. They probably still doing the do. But the fact that you slept with his wife, he is able to take your black ass to court and get some money out of you for it. Leave these married people alone. I don't care how Jezebelish they are. Leave these married people alone. Gigolos, Jezebels, all of the above. Leave these hoes alone.
Pastor.
Oh, so this is jealousy.
And he promised to me that I was the only person. But when I found out I wasn't the only person, I was highly perturbed.
Well, listen, man.
And that's when you became the backstabber that you're being, woman. Called her as a backstabber. She got 2 knives in that motherfucker too.
Well, listen, Ben, if you're going to tell the truth, tell the whole truth. The only reason you say anything to this man is because you're jealous.
No.
Because I was with his wife and not with you.
No.
Be honest.
The church secretary just said, not only are you sleeping with the deacon's wife, you were sleeping with her too. And you didn't deny it.
Don't deny any of it.
What kind of pastoring are you doing?
Well, I'll say this. I'm not the first pastor you heard anything like that about.
Actually, you are. This is an easy case. Right?
Easy in
Because
terms
you've
of...
admitted that you slept with his wife.
Yes.
And under the law, you intentionally do that when you know they're married. You even knew their marriage was going through a bit of a rocky time. They came to you for help, for counsel. And instead, I always say this, do not seek counsel under the covers. And that's exactly where you led Ms. Mayhorn. And it is for that, it is for that reason, I'm done hearing from you. It is for that reason, it has been determined by this court that we are ruling in favor of the plaintiff for $10,000. Pay it. And if I were you, I would step down as pastor. I don't think this is a role you take seriously or you value, and God don't like ugly. Court is adjourned.
Child, I know God is just whooping his ass right now. I know the whole church found out about this. I know the whole church seen this. I know your ass did not think you was finna go in that church, be the pastor of that church, and sleep with deacons' wives, sleep with secretaries, sleep with treasurers. You just sleeping with everybody in your church. You sleeping with the choir, okay? Literally sleeping with the choir. And you think you could be called somebody's pastor? That ain't pastor activities. Pastors, I ain't finna say what pastors do, because pastors do it all. Like he say, they just human, heterosexual man. So you can't put nothing past nobody. I don't care who they are. The pastor, the police, the pope, the president. Everybody I just named right now literally ain't shit. if you literally think about everybody I just named, they ain't shit. So stop looking up to these people as idols. Stop thinking that they gonna help you and help save your marriage. Girl, F these people. You gonna have to go to God. You gonna have to take that shit to God. You and him only. Even that, what them, is it Catholics where they be behind the screen talking to that man, telling him all the stuff, the bad stuff they did? I don't know what religion that is, but let me watch my words. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. What I'm gonna do is close my eyes and talk. I'm gonna talk and he gonna hear. And that's all we gotta do. We don't have to go to these churches. We don't have to adopt a religion. We don't have to do none of that, y'all. You can have your own relationship with God. That's if you even believe in him. Because this right here is living proof that these people are just people. Ain't nobody doing what they supposed to be doing. That man ought to be ashamed of himself, and he didn't have one shameful bone in his body. Not one. He said everything he said with pride, with his head held high, chest poked out. Yeah, I slept with her. And Judge, I'll sleep with your ass too, is what I heard. So, if you like the video, please do like the video, subscribe. I love y'all more than life itself, because this channel would not be here. It would not be thriving. It would be nothing without you, all y'all. Okay? So, I love y'all to death. And I better catch you in the next one. Bye, boo.